A caveman wins the jungle's lottery. 50 million shinies. The biggest paycheck anyone in the tribe has ever seen dropped on him in one afternoon. Roughly a third of cavemen who do this are bankrupt within a few years. Not most, not all. A third quietly, while everyone they know is still telling them how lucky they are. You'd think a pile that big has to fix things. Whatever was broken about the money before, 50 million shinies steamrolls it, right? Wrong. There's a famous study on this. Lottery winners who were already in financial trouble before they won. Winning didn't save them, it just delayed the bankruptcy. Same crash, same ending, with a louder party in between. That's not bad luck. That's a clue. There are two completely different money games being played in the jungle, and almost nobody knows which one they're in. Let Og show you the line. The belief is everywhere. Money's tight? Get more money. Raise, promotion, side hunt, lottery ticket if you're desperate. If shinies are the problem, more shinies have to be the answer. And honestly, sometimes that's exactly right. If you're scrambling every moon to cover rent and food and the lights, if every surprise wipes you out, more shinies is the lever. Anyone telling you to budget your way out of that is selling you nothing. Earning more isn't a bonus down there. It's the only move. So the myth isn't a lie, it's something worse. It's true in one place, and then it stops being true, and nobody tells you when you crossed over. You just keep applying yesterday's medicine and quietly wondering why it's not working anymore. The lottery winners are the loudest version of this, but the regular tribe does it too, every day. Here's why. There's a line. Og calls it the survival line. That's the floor where your shinies are stretched just barely tight enough to cover the basics. Below it, you're playing one game. Above it, you're playing a completely different one. Same coins, same caveman, totally different rules. Below the line, income is the lever. Everything is downstream of bringing in more. There's nothing to keep when nothing's left over. A raise is real medicine. A side hunt is real medicine. The lottery ticket would be real medicine if it ever paid. Whatever you do, the answer is on the earning side. Above the line, the lever flips. The basics are covered. There's air. And the second there's air, the question stops being, how do I bring more in? And starts being, what happens to the gap between what comes in and what goes out? That gap is now the whole game. Whether you build wealth or stay broke at any income, settled there. Same caveman, same advice. Wildly different result depending on which side of the line he's standing on. And here's the cruel part. Most cavemen are still playing whichever game they grew up in. Crossed the line 5 years ago, never noticed. Still grinding for the next raise like it's the answer, when the answer quietly changed jobs on them. Meanwhile, somebody who's still below the line is being told to budget harder, when the only honest answer is, you need more shinies coming in. Same wrong advice, going both directions. That's why the same money tips work for one caveman and shred another. They were never playing the same game. That's the reveal, not how much you earn. Which game you're in. You want to see it? Two quick numbers, and then we move on. A caveman bringing in 60,000 shinies a year who keeps 15 of every 100. He banks 9,000 a year. Another caveman bringing in 200,000 who keeps 3 of every 100, banks 6,000. Smaller paycheck, bigger pile? That math only matters above the line. Tell that story to the caveman who can't make rent, and you're just rubbing it in. Tell it to the caveman who's been clearing rent for years and still wondering why he's broke, and you've handed him the one number that actually decides it. Same math, different game, different lever. So here's the verdict. There isn't one piece of money advice that works for everyone because everyone isn't playing the same game. There are two, and the rules flip at the survival line. If your paycheck doesn't survive the month, you need more shinies coming in. Everything else is noise. If your paycheck does survive the month, more shinies isn't your lever anymore. And chasing it harder won't change a thing. The gap is. Remember our lottery winner with 50 million? He didn't lose to bad luck. He lost because nobody told him the rules had changed. He kept playing yesterday's game on tomorrow's pile, and the pile didn't save him. Find your line. Figure out which side you're standing on, then play that game. If that landed, if knowing which game you're in is worth more than another tip that doesn't fit, join the tribe. Og's only getting started.